Hi, you guys. Can we have a conversation? YouTubing could be so hard. And I know it's all in my head because y'all know how I've been feeling, right? Like any little thing can attack me, anything can set me off. And I'm very proud of my little oasis because I put it off for such a long time. And like I said, I kept saying it's nothing fancy because it's not, but it's mine. And when it's yours, it seems like the world, right? So I'm happy, but like sometimes it's hard to put things out there because you're not up to par with everybody else. And I'm not here to be keeping up with anybody. You already know that. But sometimes it's hard to post things and even talk about things or even share a sad moment or a moment where it feels like you're very vulnerable because it just, I don't know, because you're putting this out to the world. And I will say YouTubing, especially for myself, dealing with depression, it's a good and a bad. It's a good because I get to talk things out, but it's bad because you just never know what somebody's going to say. You know, most of the times, everything everybody says to me is good. If it's not, I'm deleting, deleting and blocking. But like, I was just sitting here watching my video and I kept saying that it's nothing fancy, it's nothing fancy. Like, I felt bad because the world we live in, it just makes you want to, there are certain standards, right? There are certain standards. Even though you don't want to be with those standards, there still seems like there's standards. And I know I would never fall in with any of these standards. So sometimes it's hard to post things, but I still post things because everything is not about fancy. Not everything's about aesthetics, how things look. It's about how things make you feel sometimes. And that's what my channel is about. It's about keeping it real, not keeping up with anybody else. But it's so hard. Like, why was my heart pounding to show a picture of my little oasis? Like, why here I was, which you guys will see in the video, how it was before. I had a couch back there that we've had back there for probably a year or so. Oh man, like 3 years, 2 years, sitting back there with this cover on there. And here I am fixing it up to even be clean. I should feel happy. I should feel happy. And here I am nervous about showing my little bit of happiness because I feel like it's not up to par with the standards. What standards? I don't know. But it's just something. There's a standard. Oh, you guys. I don't know. Like, YouTube is not for everybody. I already know that. That's why it's hard for people to come on. Whether or not somebody thinks their life is not up to a standard. Hey, look in my room. My door got paint chippings where we already know I have a nice little room divider with my little decor that I can have back there. But that's just not me all the time. You know, I'm not trying to be professional all the time. I just want to just be Candace. And this is just me. That right there is professional Candace. Oh my goodness. But I just wanted to say that, like, wow. I really felt nervous of what people will say. Like, I feel like I have to set these expectations. Like, don't set your expectation high thinking things going to be all this pretty, because it's not. It's not color coordinated. It's nothing. Just like even when I used to do my cooking, I'm like, I ain't got no fancy utensils. No fancy nothing, but I still did cooking videos, you know. And I haven't done cooking videos recently just because I just haven't been up to it, and I really haven't really been cooking. But man, I tell you that these standards we put in our own heads, they can really knock us down or make us stay to ourselves. And I don't want those to be barriers for me. I want to be myself and not let my own thinking bring me back, because there's a multitude of you guys that watch me to watch me, not what I have to offer, because your girl ain't got nothing to offer. But you know, you guys are just so always rooting me on, even when it's hard. You guys may not know how hard it is to come on here and talk, even though I say it feels good to like talk, but at the end of the day, you know, my channel is still growing slowly but surely. Like, I'll show you guys my subscribers now, but the subscribers count is not important to me. It's about who watches my channel, who am I helping. If I say one thing, or if I give an experience, hopefully that lets somebody else know that they're not alone. That's why I do what I do. Show finances. Hopefully it helps motivate somebody else to stay consistent. And that's why I like doing what I do. But I sometimes, you know, some channels, they're just so pretty, they're so put together, and here I go mumbling over myself constantly. I don't write anything down. I don't write what I want to talk about. I just go off the top of my head. And even though I like to do editing, which you guys haven't seen in a while, but like sometimes I don't really chop up anything. My stuff is just sitting here talking to this camera and just letting things flow out. So things sometimes don't sound right to me. It may not, but you guys understand me, and I'm just thankful. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for supporting me. And my goodness, I appreciate y'all, because sometimes I sit back and I'm like, why do I do this? Why do I do this when I'm nobody? When I'm a nobody. But y'all let me know that, hey, Candace, thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for this. I appreciate that. That brightens my day, makes me know that, hey, I do this for a reason, you know, and my reasons are valid. Even whether or not y'all just come here to see Luna and Honey, I don't care. You know, my feelings ain't going to be hurt because they're a part of me. So, but yeah, I really wanted to just tell you guys about these standards I had in my head, and me feeling bad about showing you my little oasis that is nothing compared to what other people have. But guess what? This is mine. This is mine, and I should be proud of it. I am proud of it, y'all. I am. That's why I showed a picture, because I'm just like, but as soon as I posted it, or before I posted it, I'm like, somebody's gonna pick on me. Somebody's gonna pick on me. Like, girl, this ain't nothing. But it's really not much of anything, but it's mine. And I'm gonna be able to sit outside and relax and take in some fresh air. Make sure the girls are out there with me, or my son can sit alongside me, put our feet up, and just relax. But that's what I really wanted to share with y'all, just briefly, because this is real. You know, I always speak real, and sometimes I don't always tell y'all how I feel, because I don't want to scare nobody else in regards to putting themselves out there. But I think a lot of people have those thoughts, and sometimes we do try to want to keep up with other people. But please be true to yourself. And if somebody's watching you and they don't appreciate what you have to offer, then hey, they can click off your channel. Don't change who you are. Don't think you have to buy something to look a certain way, to do anything like everybody else or some other channel that you see that's growing. Just be true to yourself. And that's what I always tell myself. Like, I'm not a person to keep up with anybody else, but sometimes in the back of my head, I'm just like, girl, you ain't it. You ain't it. Why are you even trying? Why are you still posting, Candace? And I know it's my depression, but sometimes it's not even just depression. It's just the fact that we are human, and being human, we set standards in our head that's so high because we see everything around us, everything that we watch. There's a certain thing that we all see, and sometimes we just want to be there. And I don't want to be there, but once again, in my brain, it's just like, you have to be there if you want to be somebody, and that's not the case. Okay, y'all. I'm done talking. I'm gonna relax because I really wanted to cry, and I'm just like, no, this is a time for me to come on and really share my true thoughts, and that's what I'm doing. So thank you for listening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.